This news update is brought to you by...
Don't you deserve a little me time? Play catch up and binge watch full seasons of your favorite TV shows. Available on video on demand from Flow. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we Flow.
This is the Barbados Day Evening Update for Monday, January 4th, 2016. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Strong action will be needed during 2016 to pull Barbados out of recession. So says Minister of Industry and Commerce, Donville Innes, who also described 2015 as an interesting one. He tells Barbados Today that both the government and private sector worked hard to ensure economic activities, which he believes will result in favorable growth.
We have some new products coming out in the international business sector early in the year. Some legislation that needed to be proclaimed, we proclaimed those. Some tweaks that we're going to make to existing products like the National Business Company to expand the options available for those involved in that sector. We're going to expand our range of tax treaties and certainly create a better environment for Barbados to attract businesses. On the side of commerce, we will continue to wrestle to the ground our issues regarding the World Trade Organization and the opening up of our markets and the reduction of some incentives that we have here. We're certainly going to have to come once and for all to a revitalization of our micro and small business sector. As a matter of fact, I expect within the first quarter of the year, my ministry will be rolling out a suite of new incentives for the micro and small business sector in particular.
Tourism officials are being warned not to become complacent despite a favorable season. It comes from Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., William Griffith, who makes it clear that industry officials must be mindful that customers now are not the same as those 15 or 20 years ago. And as such, he tells Barbados Today that the island must continue to adapt and be more innovative.
If you look at the movement of a cruise ship passenger, how they take on tours or where they go is significantly different. If you look at the cruise passenger, for example, and the fact that there are significantly more tours going to specific places on the island today compared to years ago, it tells you that the vendor in the Pelican Village or in Bridgetown is not going to have the same experience than he did before. The answer to all of this is that we really need to analyze, and anyone in business needs to understand the trend of what the visitor wants and where he wants it from, and we position our businesses to suit, and we adapt our businesses to suit what the customer needs. No longer is it that the customer is given something and he must take it or else. They've got more choices than they've ever had.
Chief Magistrate Pamela Beckles now holds a higher post in the country's judicial system. She was sworn in as the country's newest judge by Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave at Government House this morning. Following the brief ceremony, Beckles, who has been a magistrate for 14 years and chief magistrate for 4, said she will be applying the same principles in her new post.
I intend to continue in the same vein that I've been at the magistrate court, firm but fair, and treat everybody equally. And I will continue in that vein and work just as hard as I work in the magistrate courts.
Family friend and Democratic Labour Party elder Asta B. Watts, who was present for the occasion, said the appointment was long in coming.
All good things await us at the time given. It was long in coming, but we who are present and all Barbadians would congratulate Pamela for having reached that particular height. And as she said earlier, honesty of purpose and fair to all. And I pray God will continue to keep her, guide her, and continue her good work for the benefit of Barbadians and all those abroad.
In other news, 38-year-old Kinshal Leon Maskell of St. George has been remanded to prison until January 16 on rape and robbery charges. Maskell of Draxhall Jump appeared in court today on 2 counts of rape and 1 count of robbery. He allegedly committed the rape offences last month in St. John and St. Philip. Meantime, the 3 men charged in connection with last week's shooting of a police officer and drug bust have been remanded to prison until next month. 19-year-old Shakar Deshaun Worrell of Well Gap, Kville, St. Michael, 18-year-old Javon Jerome Joseph of Well Gap, Kville, St. Michael, and 20-year-old Shem Dario Jackman of Bristol Road, Kville, St. Michael appeared in court today following last Wednesday's drug bust in Shorey Gap, Codrington, St. Michael. The Barbados Labour Party today said a fond farewell to Senator Ivan Linton. The senator was laid to rest following a ceremony at a Breath of Life SDA Church in Whitehall. Paying tribute was former BLP leader Owen Arthur.
He truly was one fine man. And while we may feel sad at his passing, I'm confident that I expressed a feeling of thankfulness of those here assembled that it has been given to us to be associated with this wonderful gentleman. He was above all else a Christian gentleman. And as he leaves us today forever, we can draw comfort from the words of the Psalms. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. May the trumpets sound for him on the other side, and may his soul rest in peace.
In sports, West Indies opener Chris Gayle lands himself in hot water. Gayle, who is plying his trade for the Melbourne Renegades in the Australia Big Bash League, have come in for some strong criticism following his comments to a television presenter during an interview following his side's victory over Hobart Hurricanes at the Bellarive Oval today. Take a listen to Gayle's comment.
Incredibly aggressive approach for you two. It looks like you're absolutely just smashing this innings.
Yeah, definitely. I want to come and have an interview with you as well. That's the reason why I'm here. So just to see your eyes for the first time. It's nice. So hopefully we win this game and we can have a drink after. Don't blush, baby.
I'm not blushing.
Now, the head of the BBL, Anthony Everhard, has described that comment as disrespectful and is promising to take action against the batsman. David Barama, Channel 10's head of sport, told the Herald Sun that they would be seeking an apology, adding that he was deeply offended by Gayle's comments and they won't be using Gayle in the game anymore.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Originally, the Caribbean Tourism Organization declares 2016 as the year of romance in the Caribbean. According to the CTO, this initiative will highlight the region as the leading choice for a romantic vacation for consumers and travel planners selling the Caribbean. CTO Secretary General Hugh Riley says the year of romance will place the spotlights on the romantic features of the region beyond the traditional times of year such as Valentine's Day. Caribbean hotels, travel agents and tour operators are being urged to create their own romantic ideas or adopt ones being embraced by the destinations. In Venezuela, opposition lawmakers choose a veteran politician as the new head of the country's legislative body. 72-year-old Henry Ramos Alop will be the first opposition politician to lead the National Assembly in 16 years following a landslide victory in legislative elections on December 6. The newly elected lawmakers will take up their seats on Tuesday. On the international scene, a number of Saudi Arabia's allies joined in a diplomatic action against Iran. The move comes following an attack on the Saudi embassy in Tehran amid a row over the execution of a Shia Muslim cleric. Bahrain and Sudan have both severed relations with Iran, and the UAE downgraded its diplomatic team, while Saudi Arabia on Sunday severed ties and gave Iran's diplomats 2 days to go. Today, a White House spokesman called on both countries to show some restraint and not to further inflame tensions in the region. And that's our Barbados Today evening update. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.tv. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, our email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.